As a flight attendant, once was supposed to be a glamorous way to make a good living.
True.
Getting paid to travel around the world sounds great. But times have changed since the movie Catch Me If You Can and those glamorous ads on air flights. Some flight attendants say the reality of being a flight attendant is far from that. The new life, especially for new hires, often means living paycheck to paycheck and often taking a second job, even for one at a local strip club, barely affording to pay the rent. Tonight, we bring you the second part of our News Nation series, Going Broke, Forgotten Americans. And Natasha Zuvez joins us. Natasha, you spoke to 8 flight attendants. All of them shared pretty similar stories.
Yeah, a similar story, Elizabeth, all of them sharing a story of struggle. And I have to tell you, some of these flight attendants are speaking out at great risk. They are fearful of losing their jobs. They tell me that they are coming forward because they want you to see the suffering behind the smiles.
I must say that this woman here, this Natasha woman, she looked good. She looked good. Go ahead with your bad self.
These are their stories.
Story began 10 days ago. Sunshine, relaxation, and vacation.
They brought fresh food on board in Honolulu, and I had fresh pineapple and French pastries.
And that makes it so easy to be here. Tell me, what are you doing there?
I dreamt of being on a beach. The public looks up to flight attendants and it's like, you have this glamorous life where you travel.
What is the reality of flight attending?
You're dirt poor. You're very, very poor. You get paid under $30,000 in a year.
Can you survive on that?
What? $30,000 a year? Oh, hell no. Hell no. No. What companies is paying? Whoa. That's crazy. What companies are paying their flight attendants $30,000 a year? I really need to look this up. This is crazy. You got to be kidding me. Like, you can't survive off of that. Tell me where in America you can survive off of $30,000 a year. And the amount of work that flight attendants do and the BS that they got to go through with some of these passengers. I know, I fly. And I see the BS that some of these passengers will put on flight attendants. Man, shoot, hell no.
No.
Welcome to our world. Welcome to our world.
After a long day of flying, a flight attendant going by the name of Bree takes off her wedding ring and begins her second shift.
I definitely am not a girl that you would normally see in a strip club. I grew up with a lot of morals, a lot of Christian morals.
Holy crap. That is wild. Oh, shit.
I never saw a pimp before. I never looked at a drug dealer and knew what they did for work before.
Bree is one of many flight attendants who spoke exclusively to News Nation, describing the lengths they're going just to survive.
I ain't gonna lie, but look at the cutie pie in red. Oof. Them glasses. Oh, goodness gracious. They be the nerdy ones that be getting your boy. They be getting your boy.
Exclusively to News Nation, describing the lengths they're going just to survive. New hires at Frontier, JetBlue, United, and Alaska Airlines all projected.
Yeah, just Frontier. I'm glad they said Frontier first, because when you go on Frontier, you go on a new frontier of poverty. Obviously. Look at how cheap some of them Frontier flights be. I saw a Frontier flight for $19. I said, hold up. First of all, how the hell they making money? That's number one. Number two, who is taking them? And number three, how they paying their workers? I said that. Now, Alaska Airlines, I think they're one of them cheap airlines as well. But JetBlue and United, they should be paying their workers pretty good. I fly JetBlue when I go overseas. And their workers seem happy, but hearing about this right here, seems that I'm wrong. And I'm okay with being wrong. I want you, people who possibly are flight attendants, correct me. I really appreciate it because I thought y'all was making decent money. I thought that was a good gig. But now listening to this, I'm like, damn, that's just messed up, man. It's just messed up. Hey guys, this is just a short break to ask you, if you haven't already, to like the video. I really appreciate that. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, I would greatly appreciate that you do subscribe. Why? I'm a new YouTuber and I'm trying to grow, and I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by my birthday in December. So please help a brother out. Thank you for watching. Back to the video.
To make less than $27,000 per year.
In all reality, I'm paid less than a McDonald's worker.
That is wild. You got McDonald's. I was just about to say that. You have fast food workers that's making more than that. You got to be kidding me. These airlines should be ashamed of themselves. And I'm so happy that they're putting this out there because the American people need to know. We need to know that hey, behind all those smiles is damn near depression. Damn. Some of these CEOs, man, they need to get smacked in their fucking head. For real, for real. This is getting me upset. This is getting me, I'm getting pissed off right now. Because to hear this from my American brothers and sisters, this is just sad. I'm telling you, man, this is why I say you have these politicians that they talk a good game, but really and truly, they care about slave labor. Slavery, bondage, where you can force someone to be a slave has ended. That ended with the 13th Amendment. But this type of slavery that we have now, this type of, oh, you're working for a paycheck type of slavery is going to be the downfall of society. Because so many people are saying, you know what? F this, I'm not doing it anymore. And I don't blame them. I do not blame them. That's why they have some of these immigrants coming in, because they know that they'll take those jobs. That immigrant that come through Mexico, who probably only work maybe for $1 an hour, yeah, they'll take that cheap paying job. Yeah, they'll work for Frontier. Yeah, they'll work for Alaska Airlines. Why? Because that's the most money they ever seen in their life, until they realize that they themselves can't afford to live in this country.
Kim also flies for a major airline and says her passengers would have no idea she lived in a shed with her 3 children with no running water. One night, she says the temperature fell to -20 degrees. Then the power went out. She prayed they'd survive the night.
It was probably the worst experience of my life.
What the hell? What in the world is going on with, nah, man, this is, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in these airlines right now. I really am. This is sad. Oh, damn. Living in a shit. First of all, I'm just gonna have to say this. What life choices did you make to have 3 kids living in a damn shed? I'm sorry to say this. You know, I feel sorry for her to have to go through that. But what life choices did you make? And then where are you living? Because this is crazy. This is wild.
Another big problem for flight attendants, many only get paid for roughly half of the hours they actually work. No pay for waiting at the gate, during boarding, or disembarking. And as flight...
What the hell? Hold up. What? So you're telling me that you have on your uniform, you're at the airport now. I can understand if you're traveling from home to get to the airport. That's a different story. But you're at the airport. There's no way that you can clock in saying, I'm here, goddammit. Wow, that is foul. This is just getting from bad to worse to flipping terrible. This is crazy.
Flight attendants across the country prepare for landing. Some also prepare for homelessness.
Every day at my job, when I have to drop off a girl from a trip who has no car and transportation to a place of homelessness, or take her to her car where she lives, that's what I experience quite often in my job.
Estacia Lewis remembers getting her first paycheck as a
Lordy.
flight attendant so low she resorted to eating passengers' leftover meals.
You have to just put your pride aside and say, hey, I have to eat or I don't.
It was always tough.
I'm gonna say, as a man, she is hella beautiful, and she shouldn't have to resort to this, because as beautiful as she is, a man would trick off on her. I know I would. Listen, I don't care. I would give her a few shillings. She is looking hella beautiful. This, that, and the third. I would. In that little red sweater she got on, possibly a cardigan. I don't really know, but I would say I would trick off on her. And I know many men will. I know. Even if y'all say that, oh no, I wouldn't trick. You a damn liar. You a damn liar, because I know you will. Because I know I will. And I'm part of the red pill community. I agree wholeheartedly with that. But a nice, good-looking woman like that, come on now. Come on. You'll melt. You'll melt.
I didn't say, hey, I have to eat or I don't.
It was always tough in the past, but no one's ever experienced the cost of living like it is today.
Adjusted for inflation, flight attendant salaries are up 13% since 1970, but in that same period, housing costs have exploded more than 800%.
I was just about to say, what? 13% since the 1970s? What type of BS is that? Like, do people not understand basic numbers? Like, minimum wage in the 70s was like, what, $2.50? $3 maybe? Come on now. Like, look at that. 13% compared to 800% housing costs. This is the reason why us Americans are broke. And this is the reason why we decide to want cheap products, especially from countries like China or Bangladesh. We need to stop allowing these corporations to screw us over. This is unfair. It is unfair. This is why me as an independent, I don't vote for Democrat or Republican anymore. I vote for America. That's the type of person that I am. I'm tired of seeing these politicians and these corporations get away with this messed up nastiness that they treat us the way they treat us. It's so sad. And we have to be better. We have to be better.
So why stay? Many told News Nation they hope if they dedicate enough time, typically 12 years or more, they can work their way to top rate. Kim says instead, more than 7 years in, she's falling deeper into debt.
Yeah, I would say I was trapped.
Bree's solution to survive, first DoorDash. It wasn't enough. Now, something she never saw for herself.
Would you ever recommend being a flight attendant to anyone?
I did not realize how little I'd be getting paid. People selling their eggs or becoming sperm donors. We are literally trying to find parts of our body that will produce money. I don't think it should be like this in this country.
No, it shouldn't. No, it shouldn't. That's just sad. That's just sad. Now, the selling eggs part, I mean, listen, there are some women that can get like $10,000 per egg. Okay? But that's still crazy that you have to do that. Right? You shouldn't have to, but this is the world that we live in. This is the America that we live in. This is America. And the only way that is going to stop is when we, the American people, say that we are tired of it. That's the only way. It's not going to stop with Uncle Trump. It's not going to stop with Auntie Harris. It's not going to stop with these current politicians, these old-ass politicians we have here. Yes, okay, I'm leaning towards Trump, but we need true American politicians that are going to say, I am done taking money from corporations. I believe that if Americans saw how much money these politicians truly get from these corporations, it would be mind-boggling. They would say, yo, you know what? We're not voting for the asses anymore. Get these old farts out of here All right? Us young people, millennials, Gen Zers, Generation X, we are the workers that have to go through this fucked up shit. And I'm sorry for cursing, but it's getting me so pissed off because we are going through this. The baby boomers are retiring. The silent generation is dying off. We are going through this right now, and it's terrible. It is so terrible. And until we do something about it, it's never going to change. It's never going to change. I feel so sorry for so many people that's going through this. I thought flight attendant was a great career. But this right here, this video has changed everything that I think about. And I've already treat flight attendants with total respect when I fly because I appreciate what they do. But it's so sad that they are going through poverty in a country that claims to be one of the richest in the world.